What's up guys, welcome back to Food and Travel by Slim. I'm gonna be taking you along with me on my visit to the Scenic Caves in Collingwood, Ontario in the springtime. So guys, how I got here, I took my own transportation and this is the parking lot. Once you get in the parking lot, if it's filled up, they will ask you to either wait or leave and return. Once at least 10 vehicles have left the parking lot, then they will receive you. And this is how they operate. They have a limited parking, and so they operate on a first come first serve basis. So it is usually best to go there early in the morning. We went on a weekend, Saturday, and this is their admission for adults. It is $35 for park and admission. And this is the ticket area where you would pay. If you want to go to the mini golf, you will pay $40, and if you want to also enjoy some gemstone mining, it is $44 in total. And then toddlers under 2 years old, they are free. So this is the inside of the compound, and of course it's in the spring, so you see how green and lush this place is. It's very huge property, very nice for a fun day out with the family, having picnic, sitting by that lake area there with the waterfall. It's just very nice. There are some beautiful fishes in this pond, and you can buy feeding for the fish, and you can feed them right there at the front of the lake. It is so beautiful. The sun was out, and then it was a little bit windy, so it was very nice and warm. So this is the front of the property, and over on this side is the playground or the play area for the kids. They have swings and the jungle bars, and here they have a train that the whole family, adults, children, you can ride in around the property. They give you a mini tour, and they tell the stories in an exciting way for the kids to enjoy. It is mainly for the kids to enjoy. And this is a suspension bridge trail, and that's where we're heading first. So at the Scenic Caves, you can see the caves and caverns. You can go on the suspension bridge, which is the longest suspension bridge in Ontario. There are hiking trails and lookouts that you can go, and for each section, each trail, there are maps along the trail, giving you all sorts of directions all over the property. You can see how green it is, how very lush it is, and it's the springtime, so all the flowers there and the plants, they are out in all their glory. The birds chirping, you can imagine how peaceful and tranquil this environment is right now. Over on this side, in this beautiful green forest. There is a stream of water making such a melodious sound all over the property. There are bodies of water just flowing downhill, and it's just very, very peaceful and calm here. You can actually hear the birds chirping and the trickling sound of the water. It is so relaxing. It is somewhere you can spend the whole entire day and just really meditate and really have a sense of enjoying some really fresh air and being out and interacting with nature. This is the suspension bridge we're looking at, that very long bridge going across, and that's where we're headed right now. And just to note also, there is conveniences on the property. There are restrooms and there are shops that you can buy snacks to eat, and there are different spots along the trail with shaded areas and benches that you can sit and take a rest. So right here, just before we enter the suspension bridge, you have this nice area where the water is flowing from the rocks. The water is so very cool and it's so nice, something you can drink and cool down. It is somewhere you can sit and relax and enjoy just pure sounds of nature. And look how beautiful this is. So here we are on the suspension bridge. It is known as the longest suspension bridge in southern Ontario, and it looks out at the top of the Niagara Escarpment. In this forest, you can also trail up to 15 kilometers of trail in this very beautiful old growth forest and really dive into a huge network of caves, which we'll be going right after this. So here we are at the Caves Lookout Trail, and the requirement of entering the property is that you're wearing running shoes, which are closed-toe shoes. And you're definitely gonna need that because you're gonna be doing a lot of climbing of even hilly terrains, and you're gonna want to protect your feet because in the cave where we're heading right now, there are lots of big rocks that you're gonna have to be climbing through and navigating your way throughout the cave. So definitely a closed-toe shoes is what you need. And along this trail they have benches, you can sit and take a breather, and along the path also there are directions to the trail. And look at all this greenery, it's just such a huge breath of fresh air to be just taking your time and hiking up the trail and enjoying all this scenery, all this natural beauty. And also along the trail they gives you little clues as to what some of the trees are called, the names of the trees, and I think that is so beautiful. It's educational, so you're there and you're also having an idea of what is around you. So you just have to take your time and go up the trails. If you try to do it too fast, then you might not be able to finish it. And what is good also, walking through this forest in this beautiful sunshine, is to have your water bottle at hand so that you can constantly be hydrating as you go. So this is the portion of the Lookout Trail, and look at this very breathtaking view. It is nice for photos and just having a very nice, natural, beautiful background. So we have now reached the cave. This is now the entrance, and just to enter the caves there are some metal stairs that you will have to navigate to get down into the cave. So now we're actually inside the cave, and these are some big rocks that are slippery. You definitely have to take your time and go at your own pace, because it's very slippery here, and even the little kids, they're having such a rough time to navigate this cave. Look at these big boulders on the ground. It's very difficult to navigate, and you have to be so careful and to be safe. But on the side there is this metal stairs that you can take if you're not able to climb through all these rocks. It's just that climbing through this area and avoiding the metal stairs, you're able to go through this narrow path to exit into the other part of the cave. That's the area right there. So I think people find it thrilling to want to go through that narrow path, but for me, I just took the stairs because there were so many people in front, and the little kids, they need a lot of time, and so I just wanted to take the stairs to go into the other part of the cave. So we're now into the adjoining part of the cave, and as you can see, it's open at the top and just lots of sunshine coming in, and trees at the top also. Just these massive walls shaped rocks forming a path through the cave. However, this is not everything. Some sections of the caves were closed off. I think there was some mining going on there, but we weren't able to access those parts. Not sure of the reason exactly, but this is a beautiful place. You can take photos, and now we're outside of the caves, and this is the lookout area. You can see on the roads over there, and just right across the city over into the ocean. And this is the beautiful view you get when you're actually on top of the mountain here, because they do a lot of hiking here. And we're just now heading back down the trail, and look how beautiful this is. Nice place to take your photos. It's a nice place to take the family. It's a nice place you can go even by yourself, just to reconnect with nature, just to relax and meditate. And it is especially nice during the warm weather. Personally, I had a wonderful time here. I plan to spend the entire day just going back out the front and sitting by the lake where they have the fishes and just soaking up some of the sun. I enjoy the caves especially, and just hiking up the trails towards the suspension bridge. It was very fun to ride on the train, and I just really had a beautiful time here. If you are new here, please consider subscribing so that you can continue to receive more contents like these. Also hit the notification bell that you can be notified when we drop these videos. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. What you think about that? Why don't we get lost tonight, make plans to not come back when you're down on your luck?